You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, it's been 1 week since President Trump was elected the 47th president of the United States in a landslide. Now, a lot of people on the left, man, they have lost their minds. When it comes to the sports world, we've actually talked about Steve Kerr. We talked about LeBron James. Now we're about to talk about ESPN's Ryan Clark, who used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFL. Guys, he actually put out a decent statement on the election that night. It became clear that President Trump was elected in an overwhelming victory. Ryan Clark put out a respectable statement. He actually said he respected it and that Donald Trump would actually be the president, and he respected Donald Trump for that. But folks, apparently when he actually put out that message, leftists lost their minds. Because, folks, we're dealing with communists here, man. We're not really dealing with traditional liberals. These people, man, in his mentions are full-blown communists. And this man now has bent the knee and went on the attack. He actually put out a staged video rejecting Donald Trump because essentially he got canceled by a bunch of people he doesn't even know on the internet. This is how much of a weak-minded fool Ryan Clark is, guys. You guys see right here on Outkick, ESPN's Ryan Clark says that he doesn't respect Donald Trump in dramatic video, seems to think people care. He only put out this video because he was getting canceled by the left. You know, the same people that he voted for. Yeah, he voted for Kamala Harris. He's actually going to say that, guys. And a lot of other Kamala Harris voters started attacking him when he put out a decent statement, you know, to unify people. But oh no, for the left, man, it is not good enough. Not good enough. Look here. It says in a stunning turn of events that absolutely nobody could have seen coming, an ESPN employee has expressed that they do not respect President-elect Donald Trump. The employee of the four-letter network who shared the opinion, one that undoubtedly aligns with most inside the company walls, is former NFL safety turned commentator Ryan Clark. To get the full story here, we need to go back to November 6th, the day after the election, when it became crystal clear that Trump was running away with the 2024 presidential election. Clark reacted to the news with a completely level-headed post on X that some may even argue was a patriotic message, as he explained that he would respect Trump and his office. This is what he put out, guys, right here. He says, one of the beautiful things about America is democracy. Many have fought and died for our right to choose our leadership. I was blessed to exercise that right again in 2024. The majority has spoken, and Donald Trump is our president. I will respect him and his office as such, with praying hand emojis right there. But apparently, guys, the people on the left, man, did not like what Ryan Clark actually wrote, and they were coming after him. So all of a sudden, guys, he actually decides to put out a production video attacking Donald Trump. Wow. And no matter what he does, guys, Donald Trump is still going to be the president. So right over here, he writes this here. Right after the election, I posted that I would respect President Trump, him as the president and his office. People felt a way about that, leftists in other words, and I understand. An election has never been more divisive, and the country is more split now than it's been in decades. After 8 years of being represented with class by Obama. Wow. The country decided it needed to be great again. Bigotry was now empowered straight from the Oval Office, but Trump supporters of all colors tell me I'm wrong about him. Since I want good for us, all I won't be is divisive. I'll stand with my community while working to bring people together. I'm not optimistic because if history is our teacher, I've already learned this lesson. Hopefully, he's learned a few lessons too. I mean, this man actually said that Barack Hussein Obama represented the country with class. Barack Obama killed American citizens overseas. Yeah. And you know what, guys? When Barack Hussein Obama was elected in 2008, people were saying, man, all this racism and stuff, man, that's in the past. What happened? Barack Hussein Obama played the race card better than any president ever. He made everything more divisive. And guess what? Barack Obama was actually out there slamming black men for not voting for Kamala Harris. And he wants to talk about division. He's ridiculous. But let's go ahead and watch this clip here, man. This is Ryan Clark. It's 3 minutes here. Let's go ahead and play it.
I've had a couple of days to digest the election. And right afterwards, I put out a tweet saying that I respect President Trump as the president and his office. And there was a lot of pushback from...
Okay, I want to kind of see right here. And I'm pretty sure this number leftist. And he hasn't respected the president since November of 2008. Even his 4 years, 4 years serving, he didn't respect the office as a whole. Another person says, I can't respect the office if the man about to come back. Some of this stuff's kind of cut off, so it's kind of hard to read. Doesn't even respect the office. Another person says, nah, bro, just like they didn't respect Obama or Joe, I'm not respecting shit. Yeah, these are leftists right here. So left was coming after Ryan Clark, and then he panicked. So let's go ahead and watch the rest of this.
From my community on social, I voted for Kamala Harris, but it reminded me of how divisive this country had gotten, how divisive this election had gotten. When did the side that candidate won feel like they won the Super Bowl? When did they brag about it? When did they boast about it? When did they throw it in your face because it was just their guy, not our guy? Or on the other...
Did he not pay attention to 2020? When there was a lot of people out there when they were supposed to be locked in their homes and Beijing Biden got installed. They were out there screaming and running around. They were all in your face about it, Ryan Clark. And also 2008, a lot of people were in tears of joy when Barack Hussein Obama was elected.
Other side, the sadness, the depression, people truly thinking about this not being a place that they could live. Even my oldest daughter, who was visiting my parents, told me at 7 a.m. she got up and she just laid in the bed with my mother and cried. Started when we wanted to make America great again, but wasn't it before? I felt like it was the greatest it had ever been. For 8 years, President Obama represented us with class and with grace and with elegance and with decency. There were no scandals, there were no impeachments, there were no felony charges, there were no indictments.
He killed American citizens overseas. Wow.
Or none of these things that are unbecoming of the office. And we elected someone that ran a campaign based in bigotry and based in hate. And for those 4 years, it wasn't great. In 2016, I remember someone sitting in that office calling people that peacefully protested sons of bitches. And then 2020, in his last year, it wasn't about just COVID to me. It was the most divided this country had ever been. And then I would have people tell me, well, he pardoned Kodak. Yeah, he pardoned your favorite rappers, so he became your favorite rapper's favorite politician. Does that make us forget that 4 black boys and 1 brown boy who didn't commit a crime, he took an ad out for them to receive the death penalty? And even when they were exonerated...
You know what? See, they always got to go back like 40 years. He's talking about the Central Park 5 that actually admitted to murder. They did. They admitted to murder back in the 1980s. And guess what? Everybody wanted them to be put to death. Everybody. Eventually, they got exonerated. But I believe they were actually there when all that stuff happened. I'm not exactly sure if they were their hands were completely clean and everything. But yeah, and all of a sudden now the left is bringing that back up. 40 years. 40 years.
He doubled down on it. And what's changed in this campaign? It's still the same sort of bigotry. It's still the same sort of speech. I think now the difficult part is I do understand that not everyone that supports him believes in his rhetoric. Not everyone that supports him thinks bigotry is okay. They've told me that he believes in Christian values. And it said God gave us grace for the salvation of all. For me, I'll give him that grace because I do want salvation for all people. It's going to be forever hard to respect the man. And I don't, and I won't. But I will respect the office. I want to be a sane man in an insane society. I want to be a reasonable man in an unreasonable world. So I won't be divisive. But I do hope, for all of our sakes, he understands that he's our president.
Wow. He only put that out, guys, because he got canceled. The left canceled him because he showed some respect towards Trump after the election win. Oh, no, that's not good enough for them. That's not good enough for communists, right? So this ESPN employee goes off the deep end saying now he's not going to respect Trump. Wow. Yeah, he's getting cooked in the comments section, guys, on this. But what do you guys think of this video here, man? He strictly put this out, man, because the left was coming after him and he was terrified. Nothing more. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.